The indigenous people of Biafra wants Imo monarch indigenes over Ebubago. The indigenous people of Biafra has warned Imo citizens over Ebubago and what is currently going on now in Imo State. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Emizari News, the topmost of the top news. We bring you the best of the news that happens all over the world. If this is your first time on our channel, just hit that subscription button for me. And also don't forget to like, comment, and share. Also remember to on your notification button so that whenever we put in our news, you will be the first that we take it. Well, listen to the news proper. The indigenous people of Biafra has warned the people of Ngobala local government area, Imo State, and their traditional ruler, Ezefred Nwachukwu, to never allow the Ebubago operatives into local government or face the consequences. The group, in a statement by its public secretary, Emma Powerful, alleged Ebubago operatives has been collaborating with terror herdsmen and security agents operating in Imo State to attack, kill, and burn down communities. We are monitoring those behind the plans to deploy and set up a Ebubago security office at Umuneke Old Post Office. The people of Umuneke and Ngobala Traditional Council are digging their graves by contemplating or succumbing to the pressure from any quarter. Before the people of Ngobala accept Ebubago deployment in their community, they should go to local government in Olu province and those in Okigwe province and see what the people are facing in the hands of Ebubago militia. Umuneke and entire Ngobala people must resist the evil plan or they will face the consequences, which includes killing their people, burning of their homes, and displacement of their people. IPOB is warning Ezefred Nwachukwu, don't say we didn't warn you that we don't want a Ebubago outfit in Umuneke, Ngobala, or anywhere in Ngobala local government. Otherwise, they will dance the music of the indigenous people of Biafra and the Eastern Security Network operatives will play for him and his collaborators. Nobody should blame the indigenous people of Biafra for taking any action because Ebubago militia are state-sponsored terrorists against our people and we won't allow them to continue, IPOB stated. My people, now so we see them today for Emizari News. For some time now, like looking at the scenario and what's happened in Olo. The other time, after Ebubago was commissioned, after Ebubago was, assented by the governor of Imo State. Of course, you know that Ebubago is not a federal plan, but just a state plan, which was inaugurated and was set up by the present governor of Imo State in the person of Hope Uzodinma. And since then, there has been chaos, propaganda, uproar, ups and downs in that particular environment where this Ebubago has been set up. We have had the news of houses being burnt down and also the news of shops being burnt down, and also marketplaces being burnt down by the Ebubago operatives, which, according to the news, was a kind of joint task force with the Nigerian military. And some time ago, some houses were burnt down around that Olo environment, and also some business places were burnt down. But the question here is, why will security outfits burn down people houses and also burn down markets? Why should there be a rapid shooting, a rapid firing of rifle in a community whereby, there are both innocent and uninnocent people? I think if the Ebubago or the military, are targeting someone or maybe a group of criminals or maybe marauders or whatever they may be called, I think the security operative should, specify their target and also know who actually they are looking for, and not to destroy a whole community. Of course, you know that this community are the one that voted for the present governor Hope Uzodinma, who is currently on seat now. These are the people that voted for you, and the reason of doing this in this is so that um the governor who they have voted will be a mouthpiece for them, both in Nigeria in general and other places. He's just there for speaking for his people. And of course, you know what democracy is all about. Democracy is government of the people, by the people, and is a kind of government where everybody has the right to air out their views, to voice out their opinion. The democracy is not anarchy, neither is it a monarchy or any other kind of government. It is government of the people, by people, according to Abraham Lincoln. Now, you see what is currently happening in Imo State, whereby, when people say their mind and when people say what they want, you find that the government will suddenly go after such kind of individual. So I don't think Imo State is not a war zone, or the Biafra land, as they may call it, is not a war zone. And the people you are fighting are not with rifles. The people's market you burnt down, they are not with rifle. The business people, the market women and the market men in that market that was burnt down are not with rifle. They are not with arms. Then why should there be firearms? In such a case, if it were to be in the first world country or in a civilized nation, the security operative does not use a firing arm. Even if they're using it, will be just that of tear gas, and or maybe harassing gun that does not have the ability of penetrating the skin. Maybe it will cause a harsh pain, but not to the extent of killing someone or penetrating someone's skin. But in the issue of Nigeria and Imo State, to be precise now, and what is currently happening, you see the security operatives with firearm, whether it calls for it or not. And this is Army Joint Task Force, and armies, the military are not meant to be seen anyhow. But in the case of Nigeria, the military are being seen everywhere. Of course, if you have been to Imo State, the last time I was in Imo State, because we are having a patrol trying to look at the state of things and how things are currently going on in the Olo environment. And we find out that before you move from Owerri metropolis to the rural area, which comprises of Ihala, Olo, Njaba, and the rest of them, you find that you will encounter many military checking points before getting to your destination. And my question is, what are the police doing? What are the police doing? Why are the military, very visible in a state? Of course, you know that the work of the military mainly is for external and internal insurrection, to protect the nation from external and internal insurrection. Yes, this somebody might say, okay, is this not an internal insurrection? But if you look at the state of things in Imo State, you will find out that it has not gotten to the point of bringing out the military, to the extent of them mounting checking points on the road and all that with their rifles that is meant for war. Of course, if you see the kind of rifle that these people are carrying, you will be bewildered, and somehow your manhood will jump into your belly because of the rifle. And some people are allergic to it. Some people are allergic to firearms. So I think the government of Imo State also, who are in the office now, should find a way to settle what is currently happening in Imo State, and it should be ironed out amicably and not with firearms. Because with what happened in Olo the other time, you find out that many people lost their businesses, and these are people who took time, who took it took them a long time to be able to build such a business they could call their own empire. Because your chicken is your goat, and your chicken is also your cow. What you have is what you have. So now it took these people a lot of time, a lot of years to be able to come to the point of establishing a business they can call their own. Of course, the state of things in Nigeria, that the prices of things are skyrocketing daily as the day goes by. And that these people purchase their goods. After purchasing their goods, they pay for their shop, they pay for the space, they pay for the carriage of the goods to their business places, and at the end of everything, what ends the whole thing is a story of fire outbreak. And this fire outbreak was not maybe out of a mistake, but it was a purposeful act, purposeful act. The act was taken purposefully by Ebubago and the Nigerian military or operatives. So I think the government should caution this Ebubago in order not to go beyond what they have been contracted to do, because we received a report the other time on how these people are also terrorizing the young people, checking their phones and the rest of them and the rest of that. So I think the government should pay proper attention to what is currently happening with between Ebubago and the citizens in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Let me wind it down here. Don't forget that you are still on Emizari News, the best news, the topmost of the top. We bring you the best news that happens all over the world. Don't forget, if this is your first time on this channel, just hit that subscription button for me. Hit it hard. Hit the subscription button, and also like, comment, and share. And don't forget to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first we go collect them. May God bless you. Thank you for listening.